Scooby-Doo and Looney Tunes Cartoon Universe Adventure. So we haven't seen Scooby-Doo characters yet. As a matter of fact, if you ignore the visual novel style dialogue between stages, there is no Scooby-Doo or Looney Tunes in this game. There's nothing. Nothing, I tell you. How do you pay for the license to two different intellectual properties? Put it on the title, put it on the cover art, and then there is nothing in the game. This game is pretty nothing. It is! Like, I didn't expect it to be like transformative, amazing shit or anything, but at least have the characters in the actual game? Maybe it's just an idea. You could talk to them. Like, maybe there is an NPC on the side and look, it's Bugs Bunny, and if you don't want to play as them. It really feels like this is way forward. I struggle to believe they even considered starting working on the game before they had an IP to go with it. But it does feel like it's just bitrate. I dropped frames. I'm dropping frames. Hi, sorry. Still dropping. Has Twitch been acting up or is it my connection? Ah, shit. That doesn't look good. That looks horrible, actually. And let me prepare my backup connection. Shit. Okay, I'm gonna switch to my backup connection. Nothing. Yeah, no, it's probably me. Okay, it's back and stable for now. Okay, sorry. Alright. I have the backup at the ready. Anyway. If this is pretty nothing, and like I was saying, I don't think WayForward would even consider starting a game before they got the IP for anything, but it does very much feel like one of those games where they made whatever and then they got the license and they just leapt on top of it with like less than minimum effort. Like, why is the first boss an oven? Why is the second boss a server room? That's it, the first boss is an oven that throws pizzas at you. Did they really run out of characters before even using any to have as a boss fight? Good lord. But yeah, let's go into the game. I want to finish this so I can move on. Let's launch it on Steam. It's synchronizing cloud saves. Good. And now we wait for the capture. Can the capture? And come on, capture. Did you change the? Oh, it changed the. It doesn't detect the thing. Whatever. You were making the game before they gained the IP and they slapped it on. It could be. I just find it slightly difficult to believe that they would work on some random cartoon-looking game. Maybe they didn't. I think it's more likely that they didn't know what license they were getting. That makes a lot of sense. Chat. Here's what probably happened. They applied for the Scooby-Doo license. They applied for the Looney Tunes license. Maybe they applied for another 2 or 3 different licenses. And they started working on the game. Okay, whichever one we get first, we slap it on. And then they got both the Scooby-Doo and the Looney Tunes license. And then they were, okay, just slap both. He looks incredibly stoned. He does. He looks jacked. We talked about that yesterday. Okay. We can customize with new stuff. We got a new hat, apparently. We got a fish head. Okay, but you know what? We're gonna be finishing this game momentarily here. I'm gonna buy the beehive. Because the beehive is too good. We're gonna get... Nobleman is pretty decent. Vampire is not bad either. Side shirt is very low. Oh well, armor. B52 is widely relative. What do we want here? I think we're going for armor. And then let's get the other piece of the armor, probably. Make a fully armored, beehived thing. But then we can put like slippers or something. What did we get? Oh, we got the witch one. Okay, this bunny. There we go. Very good with the armor. Alright. Alright, good. Adventure. We are on World 3. We have 8 more stages to go, 2 more bosses to go. You hit just in time to say hello. Good luck with this game. You're off to sleep. Alright, have a good sleep. Perfect.
Alright, Daffy. You got your wish. Your very own tour of the Acme factory.
Did we?
Time to start looking for clues. I'm sorry, Doug.
Okay, we watched this yesterday.
I
can skip.
Now, Daffy, sure.
Okay. Okay, let's just go. Like, there's nothing here. It's the same stuff as the other stages. Same enemies. Those fans. Those look like Action 52 enemies. It's surprising they don't have baby pings. Man, it's a literal box factory. Look at the background. Hang on. Sneeze, yeah. I wonder if doing this protects me from all the hair clips the umbrella. Because of course it does. It reminds me a little bit of Galactic Test Ball because it's just... You can't fall off infinitely and then you just run along ignoring everything. And it's, you know, the 3/4 view. Look at the presents and coins I'm missing. Oh no, I could buy more cosmetics. You know, that's kind of dumb, right? Who wants to play the game to buy cosmetics? Let me get my wallet and get some microtransactions instead. That's what we all want, right? We want more microtransactions. Not unlocking things by playing the game. We're not savages, right? Who wants to play the game? I just want to show off on stream. Look at all this cool stuff I have. Alright, 2 minutes. I want a speedrun of this game is probably like 10 minutes total. Oh no, the checkpoint. Hello there, Kibits. It's 2025, should be paying you for content like you should have. Yeah. I answered to survey from GOG today. Very long survey. But, you know, GOG are the good guys a lot of the time, so, you know, might as well. And one of the questions was, do you think the gaming industry is better or worse than it was 5 years ago? And that's a tricky question to answer. Because it's very easy for us to look, oh no, everything is always worse. But then you look at all the indie games and the new engines that people can use and the good stories, and like the AAA industry, the big publisher industry, is obviously worse. They're going for more expensive and safe shit. I forgot to start the timer. So just looking at the entire industry and saying better or worse is not a thing that you can do properly, I feel. Especially ability to play old stuff emulation. I did, so many of the questions I did answer in the line of I care a lot about having access to games, including old ones, still be able to play them. Because that's something I talk a lot about. So that one question I answered on slightly worse. Because we're comparing to 5 years ago, and I think that we are still very good on the indie game department as we were 5 years ago. With the exception of some indie companies being bought by large publishers and being ruined. But AAA games are just horrendous nowadays. The entire AAA industry is better off being ignored these days. Who would want to play old games? Yeah, it's a fair question, because we are kind of in a bubble of people who care a lot about old games, but some people just care about the newest and shiniest. But in their defense, they had next to 0 questions that were yes or no. They were all graded, you know, strongly agree, strongly disagree. Very few questions I went full all in either direction. It would have been an interesting exercise, actually, to go through that questionnaire on stream and talk to you guys about the choices I made. Because it is the kind of subject I care a lot about, actually. Like... Because here's the thing, is this game good? No. It's not bad, but it's like, whatever. If it wasn't for this, I wouldn't be spending more than 1 or 2 stages on this game. But I appreciate the fuck out of being able to play it. Instead of it being locked on the 3DS and me not having a 3DS, for example. I do have one, but in case I didn't. I know there's emulation and everything, but... Which is why I'm very in favor of... And, you know, in a similar line of conversation, I saw this discussion about, like, games being offered for free, for example, on the Epic Games Store. And someone made a comment that made a lot of sense to me. If you want free games, they have always existed. It's called piracy. Right? The issue is not the price of the game, it's everything around it. You don't buy a game on Steam so you can play it because you could get it for free. You buy it because you will have it in your library and it's convenient to download and install, and you have cloud saves and Steam input and an overlay and Linux support and everything. Which is that old conversation, like Gabe Newell say about piracy being a service problem, not a pricing problem. And that's true. We're not paying for the game, we're paying for the convenience and everything else. And you want the devs to make more Sometimes.
Well, a deal's a deal. I'll give this place a passing grade.
Passing grade. Because, look, I'm gonna make an argument that a lot of you might have a problem with. It's a practical argument that I'm gonna make. It's a very utilitarian argument that I'm gonna make, okay? Say someone sees me pirating music, which I don't do anymore just because there are more practical solutions nowadays. I'm paying for the convenience of not having to pirate my own music. Whatever. I'm gonna save that link. The audio went out. I'm gonna save that link because just from the title it sounds like something I would want to read. Thank you. Thank you, Dieter Levis. Would you like to work for free? I have paid to work before. But here's the okay, let me go back to my argument. If someone saw me pirating music and they went along and they said something along the lines, you know, if you pirate music and you don't give the artists any money, they won't make more music. And my argument is I don't care. I don't need more music. I could listen to 10 songs at the same time 24/7 for the rest of my life. Never repeating a song, I will never listen to everything that exists. I don't need more music and I don't need more games. So if they don't make any more, like, it doesn't matter to me. That argument doesn't quite work for me. I still, like, and I say this because, look, I still buy, I have very, very respectably sized collection on Steam. I do support the devs, but not because I want them to make more. I don't care if they make more. I do want to reward them for the work, if it is a good thing, and I do help by recommending games to friends and stuff like that. But you like more games? There are infinite games. I literally care zero about new releases. I haven't played a single game released in the last 2 to 3 years, I don't think. To some people they want more, right? I'm just saying that it's not the be-all end-all argument of, oh, if you engage in piracy, then they're not gonna make more games. For some people it doesn't matter. For people pirating, it certainly doesn't matter. But still, I say that because I still support buying games more than buying software, for example. Hang on. And I think that ultimately, like, and I'm not being like, oh no, suddenly I'm an anarchist and a communist or whatever. I think that ultimately video games are art, and like every kind of art, it doesn't jive well with capitalism, right? So people who want to make art and drawings and music and video games and whatever, they're usually being exploited and not being paid properly, and that's a capitalism problem. I kind of do my part, but there's only so much I can do in terms of supporting financially this kind of stuff. But I think that ultimately we shouldn't be... we shouldn't... how do I put this? They shouldn't need to make money. No one should need to make money. I know that might sound a little absurd considering how entrenched capitalism is on our mindsets. But like, we should be able to live and make art and enjoy art without having to fill the pockets of some fucking assholes that don't give a shit. Right, and when you consider that so much of the money that you pay for a game goes to the publisher, to the licensor of the console maker, the this, the that, and how little actually gets to the actual devs. Right, I would gladly pay games on release if all the money went to the devs, for example. I deal with all just do art and what's needed to upkeep society and everyone treats everyone well. Yes, yes. And capitalism is a barrier to that, in general. But it's a problem that no one watching this is gonna be alive to see it solved. I mean, there's a good chance of humanity will not. Isn't there a saying or something that says that it's easier for mankind to end than for capitalism to end at this point? That might very well be true. Capitalism will be the death of us all. You're going to live forever. Alright, Sakura is an exception. Like, I can't account for lizard people. You're kind of the one pulling the strings. Can you talk to your lizard underground friends and convince them to not be whatever they're being?
Even though we both know it doesn't deserve one.
We've passed
Thank you, Sakura,
inspection, Sam.
for
So
banning.
I expect you'll be on your way now.
Not quite.
This Sam is trying too hard, the dubber.
I haven't exactly been straight with you fellers. I wasn't here for inspecting. I was here for investigating.
Oh, everyone is investigating. Goody.
What? You have me shut down my factory so you can sneak around and steal my secrets?
Well, it's not your secrets I'm after. It's Acme's. They're the ones what sold you those no-good robots. Ah,
Wait, so now Mock Me, which is aliens with they're selling robots to Acme? Is anyone following the freaking plot of this game? I gave
I
up
want to know what they're after.
2 hours ago. I started playing this game less than 2 hours ago. I already gave up on the plot.
Did you say those robots are from my #1 competitor?
They have only one frame, one state of portrait for both Sam and Leghorn Foghorn. They have no different expressions. Sam is always holding the pen. He has a plot, a very complicated one. They look like balloons.
Oh, run.
I knew it. I was right. I told you it was aliens.
It's robots, not aliens. Daffy has like 2 or 3 frames, same as Bugs. Especially Leghorn. Leghorn is lifeless.
I never said nothing about no alien.
Yeah, he didn't.
Acme's a planning something. But I'm sure it's entirely earthly in nature.
You're wrong. You'll see. Everyone thinks I'm making things up, but in the end, you'll all be apologizing.
Best-
Just you wait.
Isn't that just the best Daffy Duck voice actor ever?
No tour of the Acme factory would be complete without seeing our state-of-the-art testing facility. If it isn't our resident crash test dummy,
Is that gonna be Wile E. Coyote?
and I do mean dummy.
That coyote is fucked.
How do you do? Permit me to introduce myself. My name is Coyote, Wile E. Coyote.
Why is he talking?
Trade.
Why is he talking? What the fuck is this travesty? Why does he sound suave? He does talk in the cartoon sometimes. No, I mean, maybe that's irrelevant. Why does he sound like that? Why is he?
Coyote, would you be so kind as to give these folks a tour of the facility?
Certainly, Mr. Leghorn, sir.
Certainly, he has a British accent. Why does he have a British accent? Do they have roadrunners in England and deserts? You hate this? Yeah, deserved.
Oh, and Coyote, I don't want to hear about any accidents. I say any accidents befalling our guests.
So, genius, seen anything suspicious? We think Acme's been infiltrated by spies.
Why is Daffy a snake?
Pish posh. The only things that have infiltrated Acme are some new test subjects.
What? Pish posh? Why is... I am going to guess that Coyote is not Coyote, it's an alien in disguise or something. But then again, this character is probably never gonna show up again, and no.
Hello again, mi amigos.
Why are you here?
If I were you, I'd run.
Why?
I think he's right.
Okay, hi mi amigos. Oh, I have to run. Okay, bye.
No, not again. Please, you have to help me. If I don't finish this test, I'm done for. Fired, even.
What do you care? Wait. Why is Coyote working at Acme? Doesn't he buy stuff from Acme and gets shafted by it? Aren't they even making a movie about it? Why does he work for Acme? What is that? Wait, no, Sakura, don't do that. Don't validate the game. Genius by trade. Shit, you really got a classic cartoon of coyotes saying the words out loud, I'm a genius by trade, just to help validate the game. How much are the devs paying you? Oh, more than I am, because I'm not paying you at all, but I already thought more about this in the devs, maybe.
What do you say, Bugs? Should we see if we can't talk some sense into Speedy?
What do you mean? You just told him to run away and he did. What do you mean, talk some sense into him?
If I said no, would it make a difference?
I'm just saying he sounds terrible. I mean...
I don't think so. Then let's go look for Speedy.
Excellent plan.
What do you mean look for Speedy? You just told him off. This plot makes no sense. Also, still no Scooby-Doo. I bet once we get to the Scooby-Doo segment, there's gonna be 0 Looney Tunes left in the game. There's gonna be no, there were never any Looney Tunes in the game. What are they talking about? Can I jump on this thing? And then you go hop around for no reason. I mean, there is absolutely 0 chance. Because, you know, before we started the game, we were like, okay, I'm very curious to see how they put Looney Tunes and Scooby-Doo together. It's just gonna come out of nowhere, like, I'm saying this right now. Suddenly, Scooby-Doo, that's it. No explanation, no elaboration. Devs switch from Looney Tunes to Scooby-Doo, refuse to elaborate, leave. What if it's actually like secretly ultimate and it does wrap around and there's Scooby-Doo and the gang and they're not 3D, they're actually all hand-drawn, exquisite 2D. They go around pulling the masks of every single Looney Tunes character, which is why they sound horrible and look horrible. And then they find out the real ones, the 2D hand-drawn ones, with proper voice actors, are prisoners tied up somewhere. There is still a chance. Maybe it's secretly ultimate. Too much credit. Come on, let me have it. Let me cling to some hope. Nice puzzles, man. Okay, I have to get up there. There is this thing, okay. Still no Scooby-Doo, no! There's 2 more stages. Second one is gonna have a boss fight. Then Scooby. I promise. Where do we... here, okay. Okay, wait for the next rocket. Right, 4 minutes. That was very long. Man, that was close. Okay, tiny soda, yes. There is always time for a tiny soda. Corrupted clandestine, corundum, confusing, contagious cow cascading continuously. Greetings. There was one Frigidaire in that sentence. Can you locate it? Find the hidden Frigidaire. A new game by Zofair. Oh, looks like Zofair made a joke. But wait, there is one mistake. Can you locate it? Gotta make that a mini game on a game that I'm never gonna work on. So violent. What? Okay, this thing, okay. You hit it on purpose. Of course you did. You're Frigidaring with purpose. Let no one ever say that you Frigidaire on accident. This is, I could be doing anything else with my life. This is the kind of game that you turn off your brain off and you start thinking of other games as you play it. Like you play this and you're thinking of your base in Factorio or RimWorld. Like you boss fight.
Oh, Senor Gonzalez, this is how it will work.
Are we gonna have an actual Looney Tunes character in the game? For the very first time. RimWorld is great. Yes, let's all start thinking about a RimWorld base. I had to give RimWorld another shot. I was having a lot of fun with it. Until I ran out of resources. And then I had to, I think, build a new base elsewhere. I couldn't figure it out and I gave up. Until then it was a lot of fun.
When I say go, you will run and I will ride on this machine and catch you. Is that...
I can't believe I'm saying this, but you done passed the inspection. Just need you to sign these.
I keep saying that this goddamn Yosemite Sam voice actor is trying too hard. New base or trading? Yeah, I tried to build a new base and I couldn't figure out the logistics and I gave up. Yeah, mining resources. I ran out. I figured I had to make a new base. And then, but how do I defend both bases? How do I transport shit around? How do I build everything? Do I move back? I got like planning paralysis. That's what kills me in those games. I fucking love those games. Factorial, I have hundreds of hours in Factorial. At some point I was like, okay, I need to figure out a better logistics network with trains so I don't do everything manually. And I spent like a month trying to plan how to automate things, and I just gave up on the game because of that. Hundreds. I know. There's deep drill and long range scanner. Don't remember. When I played the game, we didn't even have the DLCs, so I don't know if those things were there from the start. Trains are good, yes, and everyone gets run over by their own train at some point.
Wait just a minute. Is that a mouse?
It is, and it's bigger than you, Yosemite Sam. You shut your mouth.
Sí, señor.
Si, senor. That's the best answer.
You can't have no varmint in here. It's unsanitarial.
Unsanitarial.
Why, that's a violation of Code 1194. Looks like you ain't passing inspection after all.
Yeah, and that's another thing about RimWorld. It has like 4 or 5 DLCs, and they are all more expensive than what I paid for the base game for some reason. Regional pricing, I think. So every time I think about going back to RimWorld, I look at how much it would cost to make my game full again, and I'm like, yeah, maybe some other day. You had a mod increase the speed with more research. You got heal a lot. Yeah, at some point I learned to be careful. I used to have a train with a mobile artillery on it. So every time I wanted to expand the base, I would park the train and start shooting, and then push the walls forward.
I'm gonna have to ride you up, Coyote.
Fanatical has the RimWorld DLCs on sale at the moment. They don't have it's still more expensive than full price on Steam because they don't have regional pricing. I never buy games outside of Steam or GOG because of that. It's always more expensive.
Go on, varmint. Get out of here. Scram.
Lo siento, Coyote. I was gonna run the race, but you know, I can't get in trouble with the law.
With the law?
All my efforts in vain. Again. Whatever will I do?
There's only one phase for Coyote, of course.
Don't worry, Coyote. I'm sure you'll think of something. You're a genius after all.
Okay, now the boss fight. Do we have a character? Or is it gonna be just nothing? Yeah, it's a robot! It's a random robot! Surprising! I'm surprised it's just a robot. Yeah, all the bosses are the exact same. You survive until the health bar shows up, then you hit the boss 3 times. Watch out for icy Speedy. Yeah, good damn. Game was very... It's predicting the future. By the way, do you guys say ice or do you say ICE? And what does internal combustion engine have to do with Mexicans anyway? Ice. Okay. You understand that in writing that's the same. Okay, after this boss, we're gonna have Scooby-Doo. Do Scooby-Doo characters at least talk to Looney Tunes characters? Or are we just gonna start a new storyline and leave this one with no completion in it. Oh, it's dead.
Sure was nice having you two in the factory.
Yeah, why were we here again?
I can't thank you enough for all your help.
Help is our middle name.
Seriously, boys. If it wasn't for you, I'd have never found out that all my robot workers are spies for my competition.
But here's the thing. We walked into the room that had the boss. For the first time, between the stage and the boss, we had a cinematic in the middle. Alright, let's analyze this for a little bit. So you have a cinematic just between the stage and the boss. So the cinematic should lead into the boss. It should transition into the boss. It should explain the boss. The cinematic was about Coyote talking to Speedy Gonzalez about doing an experiment. And then Yosemite Sam comes along and Speedy Gonzalez is a varmint. So Coyote fails the inspection. And then Bugs comes along and say, don't worry, you'll figure it out. And then you kill a robot. Ooh. What does anything have to do with anything? You just shrug.
No more hiring robots for me. No siree.
Yeah, tell that to modern corporate world with hiring AI instead of people.
Glad we could be of help. Now we really must be going. So long. See you later. Ta-ta. Toodaloo.
Ta-ta. The fuck? How does the plot evolve? Where are the aliens? What about the man in black at the start? What about the juicer? Did we return the juicer? What about Daffy said he was gonna be proven right? Like, did they investigate anything? Was that it? The Mock Me had robots. Don't hire them. Is that the story? Where aliens? Where are the aliens? Where is Mock Me? Who is the head of Mock Me? What is Mock Me's goal? What's going on? What is anything? Where? And the final boss is the robot that was never mentioned before or afterwards. No one in any of the dialogue mentioned the robot. Why is there so many people involved? So the Scooby-Doo, so it's Scooby-Doo and Looney Tunes, but they're separate. You have a campaign here, and like, it feels like they were doing a Looney Tunes game, and then suddenly, oh wait, we also got the Scooby-Doo license. All right, make a second game, but tack it at the end of the previous one. But they already implemented the credits. I don't care. Play the credits and move on. This is the worst game. This game is not the worst. But this game is shit. I can't leave I was gonna rank the game, I can't if we leave the music stops. Joe Featherstone, that's a powerful name. Broadbridge, that's a powerful surname. Mr. Broadbridge. Voice talent. What do you mean talent? What do you mean talent? Everyone went to the gas station for cigarettes. No one came back. You know, it would be funny if there literally wasn't a Scooby-Doo campaign. They forgot, and the game has been for sale on Steam for nearly a decade and no one noticed. That the only Scooby-Doo the game has is on the title screen. Who are those people? Are they actual voice actors? Again, I did say that there is a good chance that the actor who was voicing Daffy was never told he was voicing Daffy, so he didn't know to try. Oh, there is this character, it's whatever. He's a snake. Look at this script, it looks like a snake, right? It's a snake. That's way too many people. Cracker was mega throwing the Transformers and hundreds of other voices. What a waste of his talents. Is Tara Strong voiced Lola Bunny? There's no one else left for her. I don't think. Well, there is the Scooby-Doo segment, right? Maybe she voiced Velma. It's still going. It's like 500 sections for one guy. 2 hours can't refund it. Crap. Out of all the games on this retrospective, chat, out of 103 games on this retrospective, this is the only one. Yeah, it's the only one I have awarded the devs with my money. How do you feel about that? It's literally nothing. It's very nothing. Yes. It's the only game on the list that earned money from me. You feel bad. I mean, most of those games you can't buy anyway. Like, if you buy a used copy, the devs don't see the money, so... Thanks for playing! The only other game I could buy would... It's straight here. Money for nothing, Looney's for free. Okay, now we can go to Scooby-Doo. Man, on the first stage we got 14,000, then we gave up. But the theme song is Futurama. Okay, Kraken Cove, let's see some Scooby-Doo. It's 4 stages of Scooby-Doo, yeah. Ghost Ship and Graveyard.
Whoa, you don't want to go in there. There's a ghost on the ship.
Alright, so we don't go. That's the story. That's the storyline.
A roast?
Save this part for the Scooby retrospective. No, let's be finished.
She came flying after me. Horrible cry and razor-sharp claws. It's the ghost of Brownbeard's beloved Harpy, back from the dead to haunt his ship.
This character on the right looks like a grown-up me. Look at his eyes and his hair. It's a grown-up me.
We all need to get out of here. It's not safe.
Yo ho ho. Check out our great deals direct from Davy Jones's locker.
Here's one too.
Buy while you can. I have a feeling we'll be closing shop soon.
This is my ship. Get off! You don't belong here.
Is this a The Sims character they just rendered and put in the game? Look, it's already the evil person is here, right now, right here, right now. No, well, it's only one world, so there's no time to build up anything anyway. What a savings. Miga is the ghost.
Oh no.
This is a game, chat. This right here is actually a game.
Oh, that was close.
That's it. We have 4 stages total. For one of the stages... Look on the top right corner! Yeah, I was gonna say that at 3 levels. There's only been Scooby-Doo for one of 4 stages. But he's there! They actually have content! Chat, there is content! Why is there content? You can't do anything. It's 100 times better. You still can't do anything. At least they have a 3D model of Scooby in the actual game. Evolution of content is very loose. A mystery machine. But yeah, you can't talk, jump, interact. Yeah, good dog. You can fit a lot of dog in this dog. Slap his back. They have a separate tutorial. It was supposed to be a separate game. They have a separate tutorial that is repeated from the first one. It was supposed to be... It was supposed to be a separate game, I think. Or maybe DLC on the first one, or maybe episodic content, I don't know. The other characters, well, now you're now you're being an entitled gamer. Don't be an entitled gamer. It literally says Scooby-Doo and Looney Tunes. We got Looney Tunes, we got Scooby-Doo. Done. They never said Scooby-Doo and his gang. When Tess? Well, we didn't have Tess. We didn't have Tess. I kind of wanted to. It would be so good if we had like the lousiest dubber for Tess that was just like, sir. That would be very fitting for this game. They're on the cover. Yeah, that's a bonus. You're welcome. That's just rewarding our loyal customers with... Okay, not that way. That counts as entitlement. I don't want to be a gamer. But you can almost hear the publisher being like, what, they want more characters? Gamers these days. Back in my day, they got 2 pedals and a ball. And they spent quarters on it. Oh, they want characters. Characters emeritus. It's amazing all the wrong ways. It's very amusing. We've been having fun trying to make sense of this game. You have to put in an extra effort to be hit by that. Oh, he's back. We found him again. That's it. There's no cinematic. There's no dialogue. There's nothing. There's only gonna be one boss, by the way. Wait, is this a puzzle? Do I have to? Because there is a button for interacting. We haven't used it. Or then in the tutorial, I think, maybe. Sticking a hoop and we liked it. Yeah, there we go. Is that like a puzzle? Do we need to grab a... Do we need to find a cannonball? Oh, that's not a platform. Oh, there is a cannonball here. That's the first time. Okay, so for the second game, they implemented support for the interaction button. So you can interact with things now. They didn't have it in the first game. It's clear this was developed afterwards to be a second game. And they just, no, we're done, package everything. Spells didn't even have costumes or skins. As someone was very pissed that they didn't sell the costumes as DLC. Such a wasted opportunity. No DLC on Pong. Yeah, which obviously makes it an inferior product. The kids yearn for the DLC mines.
Yeah.
Make way for DLC. You guys know that video? I fucking love that one. I think I played it on the intermission screen once.
Yeah.
Think of the whales, yes.
Yeah.
Poor whales. All that wallet weighing them down. They can't use it on anything. That letter doesn't work, unsurprisingly. Oh, he looks fucked. He looks very fucked. What are those eyes? Fred, yeah. Fred is Fredded.
Scooby, you saved me. That was amazing.
That's the saddest excuse for a Fred that I have ever seen. They got some generic models. And they just like, it's just the Sims character that kind of looks like Fred. You saved me. He was just standing there, yes, from what?
We need to set your trap.
The ghost of the harpy is after us.
The ghost of the harpy? What happened to the ghost of Brownbeard Corbett?
I don't know.
Go away! You do not belong here!
Quick! The harpy's heading downstairs. That's where I set my trap. Let's go!
Oh, we're gonna have 2 boss fights. At least the characters are in the levels. Yeah, they don't do anything, they're just part of the scenery, but that's an improvement. We have content. There's the harpy. Okay, and then you come back. You put it here. That was a boss fight. Outstanding.
No! Let me go!
No.
Great work. You did it. Now we need to get her out of here before the ghost of Brownbeard shows up.
Now there is, like, it's a very low bar. There are dozens of Looney Tunes characters. There are 5 Scooby-Doo characters. Can we get all 5?
Let's hurry.
Yar!
Yes. Here you are.
Oh no! Hand her over. She's mine.
Oh no, there goes our ghost. Luckily, I have a pretty good idea where we can find
You
her.
just let her go. Okay.
I found this piece of map on the ship. It looks like it comes from the UE cemetery.
Morgan Bingley Chuck.
Maybe we'll find Velma, Shaggy, and Daphne there.
Maybe. Maybe. They're just hanging out at the cemetery.
I hope so.
I hope so too, man. We need to have the other characters.
Me too, Scooby. And don't worry, we'll get to the bottom of this mystery. We always do.
We always do.
Hello, is anyone there?
This seems Velma again. I know she doesn't have her glasses on. She's kind of supposed to look like that, but I bet it's not gonna look too much better with the glasses.
I've lost my glasses and I can't see a thing.
Velma, are you okay?
She just said what's going on with her. Does she have to repeat herself?
Oh, I'm fine. Just a little shaken up.
Okay.
I just need to find my glasses and then we can get out of here. Here they are.
Oh. Oh, that's a quick drama solving session.
Much better.
No, it's not much, but that's the intro cinematic to that. Can I talk? No, I can't. All I can do is slap her ass. Well, they positioned her in a there, let me... Everyone wanted to do this, right? Yeah, nice. Thick Velma. There we go. Let's split up, gang! Oh god, man, Scooby-Doo cartoons. You watch one, you watch them all. Nice moves, yeah. Can I do that again? Yes, you can do that at will. Very well tested game. Good, I don't have to wait for... Just respawn back there, so it's whatever. Spare no expense. I think they spared plenty of expense. Man, Scooby-Doo sucks. They do the same thing every week. There's no character development. I mean, of course we don't care about character development. But I wish they did try to do more than one thing hundreds of times. You throw the bag of gold at the... Oh, maybe it's a bag of embers. Pile of embers, I don't know. I'll not try to read too much into the game. Hello there, we'll see you later. It's Head Herring. Is this a Scooby-Doo game? It is! Currently, yes. It has ceased to be a Looney Tunes game, and now it's a Scooby-Doo game. For reasons. It was a Looney Tunes game until half an hour ago. Where is the bag of embers? Here. It was the 80s where it was a Shaggy and Scooby dealing with real ghosts. Really? That sounds way better. A pot of fire. Is that code for drugs? Sounds like code for drugs. You used to watch the original 70s cartoon in the morning and a pup named Scooby-Doo in the ladies. Does everyone here like... What is his name? Scrappy-Doo? Is that everyone's favorite character? Yeah, of course it is, right? Everyone loved Scrappy-Doo. Man, his voice in the Brazilian dub was grating. Three TV movies plus the 13 goes to Scooby-Doo, which Vincent Price. Favorite character sent to the dubster. Yeah, Scrappy-Doo is the Tweety of Scooby-Doo characters. Are you guys still hearing me okay? Is my microphone sounding alright? For anyone who remembers how it used to sound, this is... We got Daphne! Yeah, but she doesn't do anything. He sounds good, alright. A pup named Scooby-Doo came along during that trend in the 80s and 90s when IPs were being rebooted as kids. Did popular Muppet Babies. I really hate Tweety, which isn't a bad thing. Yes, right, correct on both accounts. I talked about this yesterday, but we got Muppet Babies down here in Brazil. We never got the Muppets down here in Brazil. So when I learned about the Muppets afterwards, through the internet, I was like, oh, they grew up.
Help! Is someone there?
Look at her face. Pretty sure is a sign of people to avoid. If you had to follow someone, you're lost in the woods. You have to follow someone. There's two guides that hate each other. You can follow one. One has a Taz t-shirt, the other one has a Tweety t-shirt. Who do you follow?
That sounds like Daphne.
Still amazed how simple Muppets have more humanity than CG. Of course they do. They're extensions of actual humans. That sounds like Daphne. She was right here!
Fred, is that you?
Oh.
Freddy, where are you? Fred, I knew you'd come for me. You're so brave. Thank you.
The Tweety t-shirt so you can kill them or leave the body in the wild. Taz, but watch out to see if the meth heads will stab you.
Actually, Scooby's the one you should be thanking. He and his friend rescued me and Velma. Otherwise, we'd be trapped.
So, who kidnapped you?
It was the ghost of Brownbeard.
The poses for Daphne. Oh, Freddy! Just what she says in bed. Yeah. Daphne's supposed to be fine. The fuck is this? Just accept it, like...
He had me and Shaggy tied up in the hull of the ship until the Harpy came and brought me here.
Speaking of, where is Shaggy?
Smoking a joint.
Stick together. Keep a torch or a light at all times. If you see or hear something strange...
Look behind you.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Always look behind you.
No, look behind you. Now!
Run!
You'll leave now if you ever want to see your friend again.
Come on! We gotta follow the Harpy before she gets away.
But what if she tries to hurt Shaggy?
Fuck him!
If we leave to get help, Shaggy could be gone by the time we're back. Or worse.
Could be gone or worse. Zoinks! Frank Welter doing so many cartoon voices, Megatron, Dr. Claw. Yeah, they... I keep saying that they're either me characters adjusted or the Sims characters, and they never modeled actual characters for this, other than Scooby-Doo. Alright. Final stage, chat. Oh, that's... okay. Okay, there is a pot of embers there. Is there another one here? Hi. Yes, hi. Oh, we got more costumes. We have to carry this all the way over. Chat, I detect padding. Every time Frank Weller is mentioned, you keep thinking RoboCop. You don't have to remind yourself that was Peter Weller. Every time I think I see Peter Jackson being mentioned, I have to remind myself it's not the one from GURPS. As I'm just a big fan of Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. Is it that bad? Steve Jackson. Ah, you are correct. What about the guy that did those choose your own adventure kind of style RPG books that I have a few? It's not the same guy from GURPS. Hang on. Because I have been told, and it might have been wrong. Yeah, this one is Steve Jackson. It says up there, the one with this cover art. But I've heard that it's not the same Steve Jackson as the GURPS guy, which always confused me. I played that one so much. It is very neat, yes. It has a very, very simple, very basic RPG system to it. But it was incredible. It was my first tabletop RPG experience. I have two other books. There are Steve Jackson and some other guy. They are two choose your own adventure books that are supposed to be played 2 players. Each one takes one of the books and you play at the same time and you interact with each other. And then sometimes you split apart. I have no idea what it's called in English. Duel Master is a series? Yeah, I have a pair of those books. I didn't know it was part of a series. Explicitly 2 different Steve Jacksons, which is crazy, right? 2 guys with the exact same name doing very similar shit around the same time. Excuse me? Okay. I clearly have to go somewhere over there. Can I make this jump? From here, maybe? Yeah, only the last stage is like slightly tricky like this. And the thing is, the game would be more interesting and engaging if you had more stages like this before. Hello there, Sunfall. Duel Masters only needs a third party to check the location codes independently. No one knows where the other guy is. I wonder if the one pair of books that I have has the name Duel Master somewhere. Steve Jackson and Ian Livingstone. Fury of Princess is the path of the warrior and the path of the sorcerer. Does it say the original title? It has a map. Clash of Princes, The Warlock's Way. It doesn't say Duel Masters anywhere. I think it's a different series. It's a different one. Alright. Hang on. Those 2 did Way of the Tiger. Interesting. Yeah, I played that one with my brother once when I was a kid. And I think I was playing with him. He's like 11 years older than I am. And I was like 9 years old or 10 or something. I'm pretty sure I cheated. And he caught me. Kids being shitheads. Steve Jackson and Evelyn Stone work together on a bunch of stuff. Fighting Fate as a single player game, books for one. Those 3 books that I just showed is everything I have from that Steve Jackson. I have some GURPS books from the other one. Ooh, it's Shaggy! Yeah. Shaggy looks kind of alright.
Peanut butter and jelly. Cookies and cream. Lemon cake and vanilla frosting.
That's Shaggy? Fallout was almost GURPS, I'm aware. Yes. GURPS people were dumb at the time. Do not like the violence. Yeah, no one who played GURPS wanted the violence, right? Bombastic, simply fantastic.
Someone's talking about food. That must be Shaggy. Follow me.
Scooby! Boy, am I glad to see you.
Is that how Shaggy sounds in English? It sounds like nothing like the one I'm used to. The Munchies, man.
Guys, you're all here. It's like a reunion.
No? Okay, thank you.
Shaggy, I was so worried about you.
Thank you for
Velma. That's so sweet.
Yeah, Shaggy's the one that looks the best outside of Scooby.
Hey, did anyone bring any food?
Casey Kasem, famous radio DJ. Interesting.
No! You'll pay for this!
Scoob! Like, run!
Help us!
Like, help!
We have to set a trap for Brownbeard. I managed to get him into that pit, but he'll climb out unless we can cut the rope holding the cage. The only thing is, how are we going to cut that rope?
So impressive, he didn't sound anything like that on radio.
I can hardly see. I need to clean my glasses.
Pulls out glasses. I can't see. I don't want to help. I cut the rope. It was. I played that on. I played the iOS version back in the day.
You just solved our problem. We can magnify the sunlight to burn through the rope and trap Brownbeard for good.
Don't you? Is that better than just cutting it with a knife?
How are we going to do that?
We'll use these crystals.
How do you have crystals on hand but not scissors or a knife?
Can you put each crystal on its pedestal? Then all you have to do is make sure the beam of light passes through and hits another crystal.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, so those are the pedestals. The harpy is down there. You don't actually fight her. Okay, we have to find the crystals, I presume. Okay, it is lining up to be the best boss fight in the game. I'll give you that. Did we just go to the moon? No, it's a cave, I think. What is this song, though? I mean, it's decent sometimes, but it does some weird things every once in a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait. We're missing one. I thought there were gonna be two on this side. Oh, okay, there is. I see it, I see it. I jumped. Is this a fetch game?
Because your moves are weak, babe, okay? Yeah, your moves are weak.
It's not very fetch, no. Yar. It's just declarative, occasional yar. Yar. Oh yes, yar. Stop trying to make fetch happen. It's not going to happen. This game is so not fetch.
Why'd the turkey cross the road? To prove he wasn't the chicken.
Okay, so this one doesn't go here. Let's try another. Which is probably the dumbest way of doing this particular puzzle. You usually rotate things until they line up. Okay, not this one. I know Sunfall. It's a very known meme. Okay, is that one correct? It is. First real puzzle. Yeah, the game would be so much better if you had some puzzles. Okay, that one is also correct. Something tells it's this one because it sent the light to the right before, if that is stable. No, okay. Yar. Very challenging boss fight to keep taking damage. There is a time limit, right? Because they're escaping. They're trying to escape, right? We have to hurry, chat. Is everyone on the edge of their seats? I'm going to use more than the edge. Alright, get comfortable. Right, and cinematic.
Let me go, you scurvy dogs.
And then let's see who it is. Oh, it's a me.
Now to find out who Brownbeard really is.
Oh. You mean it's not actually a ghost, it's a guy in a mask? How original. Reminds me of something, I don't know what exactly. The tickets for the whole city only need the edge. Yeah, that's such a good quote. Where did I... Oh, there.
Isn't it obvious, Velma? It's Brandon Johnson trying to scare up business for his new museum.
Yeah, there's like two characters. One or two characters other than that. Like, who else can it be? Is the guy... we talked to two guys before this segment started. It can only be those two.
Isn't that right, Brandon?
Caitlin Lightfoot?
Who the fuck is this?
I can explain.
What?
This should be good.
Ever since the Trident of Tortuga came to town, everyone's been trying to find Brownbeard's treasure. And everyone thinks that treasure is buried here, in my people's sacred burial ground. So I pretended to be Brownbeard, to scare them away.
What about the Harpy? Was that you too?
She is a real ghost, summoned by my impersonation of her beloved Brownbeard.
What?
There's no such thing as a real ghost. We'll figure out who she is.
Alfred E. Newman? From Mad Magazine?
Is this real life?
Like, wow, Alfred. I am such a fan. Can I get your autograph?
Wait a minute. This can't be right. It's another mask.
Alright. Alright. I can accept that.
Like, no way. A mask underneath a mask? That's deep. Like, I don't know what to think.
Who is this game for? It's obviously for kids who know what Mad Magazine is. You know, kids in 2014 surely know what a magazine is.
Brandon Johnson?
Oh, the first... okay. The me.
Why dress up as a harpy and frighten the townspeople?
The me with tits.
To get the treasure, you idiot! I've got half of it already stowed away on my ship.
I don't understand. Why dress up as the harpy, though? You're not even a girl.
Oh, you're not even a girl. Oh.
Well, by the time I started looking for the treasure, the ghost of Brownbeard was on the loose. I was scared, but I wasn't about to let a ghost keep me from my...
So you tried to seduce the ghost?
I figured the harpy would scare off old Brownbeard, and I just happened to have a costume on board my ship.
I just happened to have a harpy costume on my ship. It's something people have laying around. So I thought that dressing up as old Brownbeard's lover would scare him. It's a better plot than the Looney Tunes one.
It was a foolproof plan. I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for you meddling kids.
He said the line, everyone.
Oh boy, have I heard that before?
Is this Shaggy kind of like channeling Mickey Mouse? Oh boy, oh. You don't have one? Not on me, no. Alright, stop the timer, skip this. We've seen already. Exit, exit. No, exit, 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 exit. Yes. Yes! Scooby-Doo and Looney Tunes Cartoon Universe Adventure. It's actually 2 adventures. They should have advertised it as 2 adventures in one. Buy one, get one free. Scooby-Doo and Looney Tunes Cartoon Universe Adventure. How much does it cost in US dollars right now? Australian dollar, US dollar, $19.99 for this amazing deal. It's $10 per game. Not a single character ever interacts with you. At least the characters exist in the Scooby-Doo part. They couldn't be bothered making 3D models of the characters for the Looney Tunes part. The game had the premise of you can do anything and then it goes full red, green, blue endings. The game is not like... Why do they even have a license attached to this shit, man? He had an update 26 days ago. Hang on, I... Solve the mystery of Kraken Cove with Scooby, Shaggy and the rest of the Mystery Machine Gang. Or help Bugs and Daffy discover who is behind the dastardly defective Monkey products they are creating chaos. Who is behind? We didn't find out who is behind it. Or, yes, or. We didn't find out who was behind it. Like, Leghorn Foghorn said, I'm not hiring robots again, and that's it. Did I stop the timer? I did 3 hours. At least it was short. I have to rank this game now. It's dumb. It's not bad, but it's dumb. Well, it's not better than Bugs Bunny Double Trouble. But it's very playable. Right, it's gonna be ranked very low for the lack of content and nonsensical everything. That's probably Alfred, yeah. but not too low because it's still playable. Like you can enjoy it if you try really hard. Key features: a top-down action-adventure platformer featuring 16 maps and 5 boss battles. Okay, not incorrect. Explore the recognizable world of Looney Tunes and Scooby-Doo, beloved by boys and girls alike. What? We didn't explore anything. Customize your character. Choose themed outfits or mix and match clothes to be as wacky or as cool as you want to be. Bring out your inner cartoon character as you use an umbrella to protect yourself from falling anvils. Wield a mallet that shoots out a boxing glove, and more. I think there was one more item, the one that drops an anvil. Collect coins and discover hidden rewards to upgrade your character. It has mixed reviews, exactly 69. As an avid Scooby-Doo fan with the lowest of bars for expectation, this ain't it. Avoid this. I say getting this free would be a waste of money. It's a shame this is the only Scooby-Doo game on Steam. Look at this positive review here. This game sucks. Not enough Scooby-Doo. Playtime is inaccurate, more like 2 hours at most. I was high and I couldn't care enough to close it while I was doing other things. I completed to the end though, so positive review I guess. You are one of those. The combat is a masterclass in mediocrity. Every character's attack might as well be the same. Press button, see vaguely cartoon flail done. No strategy, no variation, no tension. Don't even think about difficulty. The enemies kindly cover up full heals whenever they're close to death, which is basically the game ability doesn't trust you to tie your own shoelaces, let alone handle a challenge. It doesn't matter if you lose your health or if you die, like, the health drops are irrelevant. The worst crime isn't even a crossover. You'd expect Scooby and Bugs teaming up to solve mysteries. Nope. 2 separate, equally awful games jammed into one lifeless bundle. It's like buying a combo meal and realizing both the burger and fries taste like cardboard. The result, 2 franchises with decades of legacy somehow boils down into a joyless button masher that plays the same from start to finish. Score 0.5 out of 10. The 0.5 is for the uninstall button not crashing. House Flipper 2 has a Scooby-Doo DLC, probably has more content, probably yes. I should review it. I don't write. I am reviewing right now. It's nothingness. It is very much nothingness. And the games are separate. The characters don't interact with each other. For the Looney Tunes, you don't even see them in the game. You take off the cinematics. The game doesn't change because the story makes no sense anyway. So yeah, it's playable, it's not broken, it's not horrible, it didn't make me want to gouge my eyes out, so halfway thumb, not up, not down. Like no, it doesn't go anywhere, it's halfway. Yeah, I'm trying to be positive about it, okay? And it's nothingness shit, absolute nothingness shit.